Hi parents, my name is Mr. Gerenstein. I'm teaching your child in mobile makers. The business department's LT handle is listed if you don't mind checking us out. A little background on myself. I spent 12 years in the business world, 10 of those at the Chicago Board of Trade as a proprietary day trader. This is my 6th year teaching at Lyons Township, which I'm very fond of, the school, the community, very excited to be here, love it. Classes that I teach Intro to Business, web page development, and programming in Swift, which is mobile makers, which we are talking about now. Clubs I sponsor, the investment club, kids who are interested in stocks or the stock market game or investing, come on out. It's a great club. Kids have a ton of fun playing the stock market game in that club. All right, so mobile makers. So I called it programming in Swift. So mobile makers is the name of the class. We teach kids how to program in the language Swift, which is for iOS devices, so your Apple devices. Basically, what they're going to do is they're going to get it's an intro class, and they're going to be building a multitude of very basic apps. I just want to show you what a typical unit will look like. So this is the Canvas page. This is where the class is run out of. When you come here on the home page, you're going to see the link for the Zoom class, which is where kids access the Zoom class, which we meet 3 times a week. Here's a calendar of the week, and then the calendar of my course, what we are doing, and any homework. So you can just go to the date. I've linked everything. It's all right here. The other main page you want to spend your time on if you're a student of the class is the module page. So let's look at the first unit, which is called Hello World. Okay, it's the first app that they're going to build. Each unit starts with like a little intro, what we call a hack witch, where I walk them through as they build like a little preview app. We actually did our first one the other day. And then we dive in to specific concepts that are taught in this unit, okay? And all of this up to the final unit right before, right here, not including the final unit app, all of this is practice, okay? So they'll be getting feedback, they can ask me questions. This is all formative work. The final unit app is the summative. That's what they'll actually get a grade on. That will go in their grade book and affect their final grade. And there's a number of apps depending on how, every class is different. We might get to 4 or 5 throughout the semester. We might get to more, we might get to less. Okay. I also wanted to show you a little picture I took. I'm not on my Mac, but I wanted to show you a little snapshot of Xcode, which is the software that your child will be using. So this is what it looks like. You could see it's called it's the mode that you're looking at is called Storyboard, and what's cool about it is they could actually see what their app looks like on the phone. So this is an example of an app in different pages within that app. And then this is the code that they learn how to write, which tells the objects in the app what to do, okay? So they just got introduced to the software recently. Again, this is what we will be working on throughout the semester. Grading practices, I mentioned a little bit about formative and summative. In Infinite Campus, if you see the word formative in the assignment, you know that it does not affect their grade. That is practice, but there still might be a score in there. If you see the word summative, you know that that is in their grade. That's what is counting towards their overall grade. If you'd like to read more about the actual grading practices and makeup policy and all that, check out the syllabus. Go to the Canvas page. The second tab says syllabus. You'll be able to read that there. Expectations, whether we're in class or on a Zoom, for the most part, these are pretty common amongst the two. Come to class prepared, participate, interact respectfully. So far on Zoom, these have all been met and we've had no issues, so it's been great. So this is my first year teaching this class. I have taught other programming classes, but this is my first year teaching a Apple-based programming class. I just want to paint a little picture. If this class was conducted in person during a normal school year, they would be working on these, we would be working together, I would be guiding them, and then they would be asking questions and building their apps, and I would basically be here for one-on-one support, walking around, sitting down, answering questions. On Zoom, obviously, we're not in the same room. So the way that I'm trying to run the Zoom is they have a question, they can, if they're comfortable sharing with the whole class their screen, they can, and then we can answer that together. The beauty of that is I've had other kids just pitch in and say, hey, you missed this or you missed that, which is really nice to see them helping each other out. If they're not comfortable with that, then we could do a private, like I could send them into a breakout room. I have an assistant in this class. There's actually two of us kind of in the class, and he can be in the breakout room with the student working one-on-one. Or we could set something up outside of class and they could do a screen share. As long as, I can really gauge what the issue is, see their screen, see what they're talking about, we should be good to go. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach me. Here's my email. We could set up a phone call, another Zoom, or continue communication via email. Again, do not be shy. Reach out if you have any questions at all. Thank you.